Hi everyone, Vernon Reed here, an article a day. I recently read an article from Gartner and I thought it was one that was worth sharing. Gartner survey over 2,000 CIOs reveals the need to accelerate time to value from digital investments. Here's the article that was written. I'll have this linked in the comments so that you can read it yourself. And they also provided a PDF that actually goes more in depth, shares the findings, the data behind that, um, and gives some context to what the analysts are saying. So I'll link both of them in the comments. I'll share a little bit of the article, and I would love to hear your comments um, or your thoughts on the article or what we're going to go over here. CIOs and IT leaders must take action to accelerate time to value from digital investments. The statement came from Gartner's VP analyst, Daniel Sanchez Reina, who spoke at the recent Gartner IT Symposium held this month here in October 2022. According to Daniel Reina, the findings revealed the need to accelerate time to value from digital investments. In the article, the analyst Reina goes on to share the pressure on CIOs to deliver digital dividends is higher than ever. CEOs and boards anticipated that investments in digital assets, channels, and digital business capabilities would accelerate growth beyond what was previously possible. Now, business leadership expects to see these digital driven improvements reflected in enterprise financials. So you can see here, improvements should be reflected in enterprise financials. When I saw that, I interpreted that as show me the money, right? Um, it could be show me the value. This was my interpretation. So show me the tangible, quantifiable economic benefit of technology and digital investments um, to our businesses. And with the word accelerated, do it quick, fast, in a hurry. So the term time to value, I felt would be something to explore a little bit. I know it seems intuitive, um, but I thought it would be prudent to really make sure that we understand the definition of that um, and make sure that we're on the right footing when we are reading this article and make sure we understand what the analyst is trying to say. This is what time to value, how time to value is defined. Time to value measures the length of time necessary to finish a project and realize the benefit of the solution. So the time taken to finish the project and to realize the benefit. Time to value is similar to return on investment. I'm sure that many of you guys, many of you all thought that as well. But instead of realizing the financial success of an investment, it implies achieving the effectiveness of an investment. This is applied mostly to added technology, whereby the promised improvement becomes measurable. So again, it is measuring the effectiveness of the investment. It can even be argued that in cases such as, and I like this particular um, example because it really provides a good differentiation between return on investment and time to value. It can even be argued that in cases such as data security, time to value is more important than return on investment, since the security may only have financial benefits in banking and commercial industries, but has value, that is the protection of personal and or corporate data in every industry. And so what you get from there, the differentiation there is that even if the return on investment isn't there, right? In this case, the example was, you know, um, data security. At least you should be seeing the value of what that investment was put there for, right? So you invested, let's say, in a security appliance or security software, you should at least be seeing the value of that investment more rapidly, and that value should show up as, protection of assets, right? And so that to me was a differentiation. However, still, it was a little bit confusing because, like I said before, the article said improvements reflected in enterprise financials. So the time to value, it sounded like it really was return on investment. But I believe that they're saying that it's really the value of what those investments were set to do. So the technology was, you invested in technology to get a particular outcome, and I want to see those outcomes come to bear. All right, so we went through time to value. So my next question why, right? What was causing this sense of urgency, if you will, to see value now or quickly? Um, so Gartner gave three reasons or drivers. One, economic pressure. So there's uncertainty in the air with words like inflation. We understand that. Two, scarce and expensive talent. It's hard to find good talent. It's hard to keep good talent, especially in the tech industry. And three, supply challenges. Geopolitical unrest and conflict, amongst other things, are impacting the supply chain. So Gartner calls this they coined it the triple squeeze of economic pressure. So it looks like leadership is saying we're feeling the economic pressure, but we have to work with the conditions um, we have. So let's press digital technology and our investments in digital technology to deliver. They're saying we should be able to depend on our digital capabilities to give us the efficiency, the differentiation, the continued growth that is promised, and that is time. I'm wondering what you thought about that, or what your thoughts are on that. In the article, they do provide some evidence on this. They do say 4 out of 5 CEOs are increasing digital technology investments despite the uncertain times. Some of the data also based on this article is also more than half of digital initiatives lag CEO leadership expectations. 59% take too long to complete, and 52% take too long to realize value. So, excuse me. So when I look at this, I see good news, right? Um, the good news is that investments are still going to continue. A few days ago, I put an article out on LinkedIn which shows that Gartner says that for 2023, that the technology investments are going to be going up by 5.1% as compared to 2022. So that's good news. Investments within technology is still going to continue. But digital initiatives are taking too long, right? So that's not so good news. It's not bad news. That's why I put it in yellow, but it's not so uh, good news. But what we have here then is an opportunity, right? Um, Leadership desires an accelerated time to value on their investment. So the opportunity here is um, to ensure that the business sees those outcomes delivered in a shorter span of time. And I think we can do that. And here, Gartner goes on to provide 4 ways that CIOs can accelerate time to value and reap greater digital dividends. So I'm just going to read these four, and then you guys can read in the article in depth and the actual PDF that goes with it. So one, prioritize the right digital initiatives. Identify the type of financial impact the CEO wants and prioritize digital initiatives that support it. And pause or stop others. Right? So those digital initiatives should focus on what the business drivers are, and that should really come from leadership from the CEO. Number two, create a metrics hierarchy. Create a visual metrics hierarchy to communicate the interdependencies across related initiatives. Number three, contribute IT talent to a business-led fusion team. Contribute key IT talent to business to catalyze the fusion team to accelerate prioritized digital initiatives. So again, instead of teams working in silos, kind of bring some of that, kind of cross-pollinate that tech talent with business to ensure and have a fusion team, and that can be more effective. And then number four, reduce the talent gap with unconventional resources. Engage talent from unconventional sources to progress internal, lower priority projects that have an indirect impact on financials. All right. Again, I'll link the articles. Read it. I hope you enjoy it. And please share your thoughts. Have a great day. Take care.